Welcome to Secular. James Now, the podcast where three former youth group kids and current music nerds deep dive into Christian music from the 90s and 2000s. I, of course, am your co-host, Kylan Savage. With me, as always, is Mr. TJ Smith.
I just thought that, again, I would go unnoticed, Kylan.
You
so
can't...
it's cool that you
you can't.
Saw me and knew that I was on the call.
It's because you're always doing the brilliant dance. It's hard to miss you.
Thanks, man. I'm here to fight the good fight.
And, of course, we're joined by a man who often texts me while viewing the Church James Now recording saying, "This is a ruined puzzle." Beautiful Everlord, Josh Olson.
Hey guys, I'm happy to be here. Despite the best deceptions of TJ stealing my song bit that I was going to use.
Listen, we can't all be saints and sailors, Josh.
It's true.
Yep.
Like you said, it is a brilliant dance. But I mean, I try not to resort to my standard lines that I'm going to like when I intro the show, but you know.
Was it a bitter pill to find out that your line was stolen?
It really was. I thought I was really going to bring it home with that one.
Now we're about to jump into the places we have come to fear the most. Dashboard Confessional for Secular Jams Now. Oh, I called it Church Jams Now in the intro. I'll fix it in post. I'll just put this. Hold on. Let me get it clean. Secular. And then I'll just drop that clip on top of church.
Great.
So, welcome to Secular
covered.
Jams Now.
Yep. That just rolls right off the tongue. Feels very natural.
It's funny that we like joke about this because we all know that the intros are pre-recorded. Like that's the same Secular Jams intro we've always used.
We
just pretend.
We have our standard lines.
We're going to cut this part obviously because I'm talking to y'all. Right. As obviously we just have our stock intro that we use every episode.
We use our standard lines. Exactly. We have our standard lines. Yeah. Definitely using our ChatGPT generated scripts. Always. For the intro.
Yeah, like any self-respecting podcast.
Exactly.
Would do.
In 2026. We're doing an SJN, y'all.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
For the places you have come to fear the most by Mr. Dashboard Confessional.
Mr. Dashboard. First name Dashboard, last name Confessional.
Josh, can you enlighten the listeners? And because I fully know why we're covering this today, but let the listeners know.
Let the listener. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm just talking to the listeners here.
I already know. I'm golden, baby. I'm just
talking to the
jammers
listeners
to know.
here. Yeah, exactly.
I'll turn my headphones off.
Yeah, perfect. But we are covering the places you have come to fear the most because it's turning 25 years, 25th anniversary.
It's wild. About to get kicked off its parents' insurance.
Exactly. It's about time, you know. It's been fearing
you can almost rent a car.
It's been fearing the time that it's going to get kicked off its parents' insurance after Mr. Dashboard's insurance.
Sorry, Mr. Dashboard is my father.
Mr. Dashboard.
That's my father, yeah.
Yes. And then I think it was even suggested on our Patreon plug for a potential SJN or Pajamas Only episode. And it just seemed like a great place, you know, the intersection of obviously Mr. Dashboard's connection to the quote-unquote adjacent Christian music scene. Right. Seems like a fun way. And it'd be a fun way to introduce Kylan to a new band. He doesn't know any Dashboard Confessional.
I'm a neophyte. Isn't that what I often say?
Of you, Josh.
Yeah, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to do all those things in one episode.
I appreciate that. It's almost like you're on you have a mark, you're on a mission, a brand, a scar.
I was going to use that joke later. But.
Hands down, this is the best podcast I've ever remembered.
It's so impossible that it would be, but you know.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, okay, I'm excited. I feel vindicated that we're finally covering this band.
You're selfish.
Okay. We're talking about the places you have come to fear the most by Dashboard Confessional. Should we mosey on over to Research Corner for a hot second and then get into how we feel about
and
this
I'm
band?
really looking forward to seeing how bad Josh just like screws this one up. Right, Kylan? Right?
Oh, I
wink,
hope
wink.
you're not coming over to my Research Corner.
No way, dude. We're going to mosey on over to my Research Corner. This ruined puzzle of a Research Corner.
Oh, really? We're going to Kylan's Research Corner?
Kylan's research. Wait, don't I have it? Wait, don't we
do
have
have
a
a
Yeah,
standard.
you got one.
We have one now.
Kylan's Research Corner, yeah. It's great. It's great because, like, when I sing them, I never expect
You never know where it's going
what
to go.
you're gonna do with it. Yeah, and
To be fair, I completely forgot.
always surprises me.
We need TJ to do a research corner just so I can make a new
Yeah,
little theme
that's
song.
true.
Oh, I have one planned for him.
Okay,
later in
good.
the year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Okay, my research is very minimal. I'm sorry.
It's a tiny corner. It's a little corner.
It's a little research corner. It's very acute. It's a very acute corner.
Less than 90 degrees.
Okay.
Are you saying mine's obtuse?
Yes, you're very obtuse, Josh.
Always, dude.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
In the best way. That's why we love you.
Fun fact, one time, like, this was probably 15 years ago, my dad and I got in a fight, and I called him obtuse, and he had never heard that before.
That's
and now
great.
he uses it all the time and always lets me know when he
Aw.
uses it.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
That's a story of family love right there.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's like, I told someone, stop being obtuse. I'm like, "All right,
And
Dad."
that,
strong vocabulary.
that should be proud of me. that
Yeah.
You used obtuse again.
Okay, the places you have come to fear the most is the second Dashboard Confessional record. The first being 2000's Swiss Army Romance. The first one, I don't remember what record label he was on the first one. He was on Fiddler Records, and then he moved
Fiddler.
to Vagrant Records, where he was. Dashboard is one of the bands I just fully associate with Vagrant. They're like one of the Vagrant bands.
Yeah.
Of course, it was released March 20th, 2021, so it is celebrating a 25-year anniversary. The album was produced by James Paul Wisner.
The Wiz.
The Wiz.
The Wiz.
I know for a fact we've talked about him on the show, but for people that may not know, he's produced quite a few albums that if you like emo music and stuff, you might enjoy. He's a Florida guy, which makes sense. So he's connected with. So he produced "The Moon Is Down," which I hope we get to talk about at some point. I don't know
wonder
if
if
we
we're
will.
going to talk about that.
The first Paramore record, All We Know Is Falling. But I think his biggest one in terms of this show would be They're Only Chasing Safety, right?
Yep. He did the first 4 Under Oath records, I believe.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I forgot he also did Run Kid Run.
Their first 2 records.
Yeah.
Nice.
Controversial opinion. James Paul Wisner, good producer of emo music.
Made some solid records. And I think Mr. Dashboard worked with him for at least the next record, too. I think maybe the next couple as well.
Well, he did Swiss Army Romance and did
Mark
this one of the
Mission.
places and a Mark of Mission and he
So
did
Impossible.
the So Impossible EP.
Yep.
I'm wondering if we can get through this whole podcast just only using his, Christian professional name as we have been so far,
I don't know why that's so funny.
and not any other name.
Oh
that
yeah,
might be out there.
Dashboard Confessional ostensibly is singer-songwriter Chris Carrabba.
Oh, it's
Aw,
not
man.
the name of the... That's not their name?
No, that's not the guy's name.
Oh, okay.
I was
it
thinking we
is,
could
of
make it the
course.
whole podcast,
Oh
but
no, sorry, I forgot.
It's just one of those things that you just assume
Yeah.
everyone knows Chris Carrabba.
Right. Well, okay, so that gets into the lineup for this record. Of course, we have Mr. Dashboard himself, Chris Carrabba, on vocals and guitar. We have Dan Bonebreak on bass and additional backing vocals. We have Mike Marsh.
wait, that's his actual name, Bone Break.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But break like
great
a
name.
what a badass
break
name.
like a car brake. BRAK.
Oh, that's less cool.
Still cool.
Still pretty badass.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
It's like you got your accelerator, you got your clutch, you got your bone brake. You know,
You
That's
got
what,
the
the
skeleton
Flintstones,
car.
that's what the Flintstones used to slow down their
Yeah.
car.
True.
The Bone Break.
And of course, we have Mike Marsh on drums and additional backing vocals. Mike Marsh still with the band? I don't know, Josh. Do you know that? He was
I'm not sure.
He was with. I don't even know what the band's doing now. He was with the band for a long time. And
This is
lastly,
great research. You're
thanks.
killing it.
It's such a cute corner.
It is. I'm sorry.
The cutest.
I'm sorry, guys. I've been having a time. I was so prepared. I was prepared to do the research, and then I started doing the research, and I became unprepared. We also have Jolie Lindholm on additional backing vocals. I assume that's the lady that sings.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna say you're right.
Chart performance, this peaked at 108 on the Billboard 200, but it got to number 5 on the Billboard Independent albums.
Cool.
The last thing I have, I think this is very funny because, you guys know, like, every now and then you'll come across something on Wikipedia where, because it's supposed to be, like, relatively objective, but every now and then you see something editorial, right? Like, you'll see something that a writer, I don't know if that was pertinent information to anyone but you. But if you go to the places we have come to fear the most Wikipedia page, there's a whole section, right? You have all the sections, the track list, production, reception, all that. There's a whole section called Style that only contains one sentence. The album has been described as a little sappy.
Is there any references
whole
for
thing?
that, or just
it is
someone somewhere described it?
Yeah,
way?
no, I think there was
We have to
some.
assume.
I think like a Brooklyn Vegan article from last year. Someone said something kind of like that, and I guess someone felt that was
Gotta include that.
relevant. That's all the research I have. Not
That's
much.
great, Kylan. Thank
It's
you.
a simple record. There's not much to.
It is a simple record.
It's a simple record. So
It's a great runtime that you love.
what is the run? Oh yeah, that's
It's
right. Thank
sub
you.
30.
It's 10 songs, 29 minutes and 48 seconds, which is what every
Oh,
album
if that
should
ain't a
be.
Kylan record, I don't know what is.
Every album should be 10 songs, 28 to 35 minutes. Just saying.
Okay.
Yep.
If you have any more, make another album.
Which is it's probably going to be the length of my EP. So
10
tell
songs?
listeners, no, the
Oh,
runtime.
just the
Just
runtime?
turn that into an LP, man. Just
Yeah,
start
dude.
calling it an LP, and people will be
I
like,
know.
"Oh yeah, sure it is."
Yeah,
I
exactly.
might just.
Yeah. No,
There you go.
EPs need to be like 15 minutes. 15 to 18.
Sub 20,
Yeah.
I'd say. If you're sub 20,
Except for TJ's. TJ's is going to be perfect, and I'm
Also,
very
thanks,
excited
buddy.
for it.
let be whatever
Appreciate
you want it
that.
to be. You know.
But everyone else.
I just write long songs.
Yeah,
That's my problem.
You do write long songs.
Problem,
I don't
skill.
think that,
I don't know.
I don't think that's a problem. No.
You know,
Some people
call
write
it what you
like
want.
Strength.
Devandra
Yeah, thanks,
Banhart
Josh.
writes long songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's get into our history
I have-
with this record. Oh,
I have
you have more
one-
research because mine was
No,
not
I just
good
have a
enough.
fun fact.
We're going from
It's a
cute
fun fact.
to toos.
Yeah.
Just
Cute
one
to
thing I do
twos.
like to call
Okay.
out. I love to talk about publishing names whenever artists have fun publishing names. And Chris Krabbe has one of my favorites because his publishing name is Hey, Did She Ask About Me? Music.
That's the most Chris Carrabba thing
It's
I've
the
ever
most Chris
heard.
Krabbe. It's
So-
yeah,
oh
it's
my
so
God.
on brand.
Oh, I forgot to add. Dashboard Confessional is from Boca Raton, Florida.
The Rat's Mouth.
The Rat's Mouth, which
Love it.
I used
Or
to hang
Mouse
out in
Mouth.
Boca a lot.
Is that right?
Yep.
Is it a good spot?
No, that's the end of my
Okay.
research.
The end of Kyle's research is Boca Raton. Bad hang. Don't
I
go.
do want to ask though. Also, I had a question. What is this artwork of? I've
Great
never
question.
understood what it is.
Me neither.
Is it a harmonica? Is it a modern coffee table? I don't know what it is.
I always just assume. Yeah, you know what? I've never looked at it that hard. I don't know why. I always just assumed it was a roll of film, but it's not.
No, it's
Huh.
not. But you're right. It does. It like if you
No, I've never
squint a little bit, it's like that's a roll of film.
Yeah, I guess
But it's not.
we'll have
So
to
weird.
We'll have to ask Joby J. Ford or Ryan Joseph Shaughnessy, who did the photography. We'll have to have one of them come on the show.
known. Yep. Just to
Cool.
ask that question.
Yep.
Then we'll kick
Be-
him off the call.
Yep.
Shortest
okay. Bye.
episode.
Thank you.
Shortest episode ever.
That was great.
Let's talk about our history with the record. Josh, what order do you think we should go in? I'm genuinely fascinated by TJ because I don't think Dashboard's a TJ band at all.
Me too. Yeah.
Do we save him for last or do we have him go first is really the question.
We can save him for last.
Okay.
I think you should go first since you're totally new to the band.
Oh, yeah, since this is my
Yeah.
first time listening to the
Yes.
band. This album was huge for me, obviously.
Yep.
Shocker.
Those first 3 Dashboard records.
You're counting Swiss Army Romances
Yeah.
his first one. Okay.
Oh yeah, Swiss Army
I
Romance.
know a lot of
is
the songs like
first.
he ended up on here as well.
For
but-
sure, and I want to talk
Okay.
about that
Okay.
definitely when we get into it. Yeah, Swiss Army Romance is like his first, and all the way because I guess technically his fourth would be the MTV Unplugged, but then he also had the So Impossible EP, like just everything Dashboard around this time. I discovered when I was like 15 years old, and it blew my mind. It was like, wait, you can just have an acoustic guitar. And like you don't have to you can be a songwriter in this way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was like insanely influential to me. And this album in particular, because I think the first thing I heard was a Mark and Mission of Brain of Scar, then went back and was really obsessed with Swiss Army Romance, and then came to this and was like, oh, cool, you could do these same songs, but like also have a band. And that like super inspired The Truth About Movie Stars. Like T-Tam's starting out was like acoustic-led emo rock kind of thing, very much in this vein. I remember before I even started Truth About Movie Stars, I had a band with a friend of mine from high school that we called The Ways of Fate. And to try to get girls, we used to cover The Places You Have Come to Fear the Most. He didn't, so I was the only one that played guitar. So I learned how to play this on guitar. And we used to play it at coffee shops and in the gym before school to seem artsy and sensitive. But also
Did it work? Did you get any girls interested?
Well,
Like, wow, that Kylan guy.
yeah, man, come on. Come on. Yeah. But so it's so funny because actually, like, so we learned that, or I learned that song, and we would cover that. My friend Matt would sing, and I would play guitar. So we started The Ways of Fate, and we started on MySpace, and we recorded that, and we wrote 2 other songs. And then I kept writing more songs, and I was tired of waiting on Matt to come over to my house to record them. So I just recorded them, and I was like, well, I can't release this under The Ways of Fate because Matt's not involved. I'm going to start a new thing, and that was called The Truth About Movie Stars. And so in a way, I owe my entire songwriting journey to Chris Carrabba.
And to Matt not coming over enough.
Yeah, and to Matt
Yeah.
being a flake.
That's what that's my takeaway.
Yeah. Yeah. Dashboard has always been huge for me. And I got to, so friend of the show, Jonathan Clark.
So it's going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Kylan. Yes.
He's a big friend of mine. He was my teacher at Ocean's Edge. I went on tour with him. He got connected with Chris Carrabba and wrote a bunch of songs with him, and they started a project together. And Jonathan was actually playing bass in Dashboard for a little bit on tour. And there was the Wildflower Festival in, where was that? It was not Plano. What's south of Plano, Josh? What's the one between Richardson? It was in Richardson. And Jonathan, I remember this was probably 2011, 2011. Jonathan hooked me up with a free ticket to go see them play. And then I got to meet Chris Carrabba after the show. I got to stand on the side of the stage. I got to meet Chris Carrabba after. And guys, okay, let me tell you, one of the most important moments of my life. Second only to, well, it may surpass the birth of my daughter. I'm not sure. But no. No. Okay, I got to see, it was my first time and only time seeing Dashboard Confessional live. I got to stand on the side stage. One of my like musical mentors was on stage as well. And then I got to meet Chris Carrabba afterwards. And I shake his hand, and I say, hey, I'm, and Jonathan introduces us. He says, hey, this is Kylan. Motherfucking Mr. Dashboard Confessional himself looks me in the eye and says, Kylan, it's so nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
Wow.
What do you do from here? That's it. Like,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no,
What-
and that's why I haven't
Does
released
life
any
get
music
any
since
better?
then. And that's why that was my musical peak, that private moment between me and Chris Carrabba. And then we had pizza. Okay, so that's my history with this record. What about you, Josh?
Wait, really? You had pizza?
Yeah, I had pizza with Chris
I want to hear
Carrabba.
more about that.
We went to their hotel.
Is he a pineapple
We hung out.
on? Is he a
I
Hawaiian
think
pizza
he
kind
just
of
had, I
guy?
think he just had pepperoni. It was shitty pizza.
classic,
I remember
classic.
that. No, you know
Pepperoni
what? That
pizza
was in
guy.
the trailer. That was before the hotel room. Then we went to hang out in the
Oh,
hotel
wow.
room.
It was like a whole night.
Yeah. Not a whole night. It was just like another hour or so, and then everyone was tired because they were like grown-ups. You know, it wasn't like a rock and roll. We're hanging like we just like literally just like chilled and hung
Because
out.
it's folk music, you know.
Which honestly, for me,
No, I know.
where I'm at in life right now, I'm like, that sounds awesome.
No, for sure.
Having some pizza,
Yeah,
hanging out.
it was very cool.
That is very cool.
Josh, what about you? What's your history with Dashboard? I'm genuinely very curious about this because Dashboard is it's interesting to me how much of a Dashboard guy you are.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. I came to Dashboard late. This is so very 2000s. But my high school girlfriend introduced me to Dashboard by making like a mix CD of just like a bunch of
Classic.
songs. And I listened to it, and then I was like, hey, I really like this Dashboard, like those Dashboard songs you put in there. Can you put more? Can you make me another CD of
like
just
what era?
Dashboard?
Was it the acoustic stuff or was it the full band? Like Mark and
This
Mission?
was like 2008, so this was like everything. So I'm sure it had Hands Down on it. It probably had
Vindicated,
Stolen
probably,
and
yeah.
maybe Vindicated and stuff. And but I was like, it had like other stuff. I remember it had like Synthesis Fail and like some other things. But I was like, I really like this Dashboard stuff. Can I hear more of that?
Nice.
So that was my introduction to Dashboard. And then then the next thing I had was just like, it was just from all over his catalog up to that point. So I remember like it had some songs off of a couple different records, but I didn't have any like proper records until later. And then a year or so later, I met Kylan, who was obviously a very big Dashboard fan.
Basically
so
joined a
we
Dashboard cover band.
basically joined a Dashboard cover band.
Before you started the Maylene cover band.
Before starting our Maylene cover band, yep. And then since then, I mean, I've listened to basically all the stuff that he's come out with. But yeah, I mean, then I got all the CDs like found them, used them and had almost all of. I don't know if I had Swiss Army Romance, but I had like basically all of them. And so yeah, got a
Nice.
Dashboard there.
Nice. Okay, TJ, what?
Hey, man.
How do you feel about Mr. Dashboard? I'm so curious because
Mr. Confessional. Yeah,
it feels like you could have like had a very brief but intense love affair with Dashboard and then very quickly. Now I could be wrong, but that's just the vibe that I get.
You're kind of nailing it. Yeah, it was like, there was a time where I was like, yeah, Take It Back Sunday, get some Hawthorne Heights in there, Dashboard. Those were like, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I got a studded belt
Right.
Heck yeah.
and wore that and thought I was like just so emo. Even though like emo borrowed that from punk, it was like
Well, yeah.
there was like this crossover where if you go to Spencer's, it's like there's only so many options.
Oh, Spencer's was too scary. You had to go to Hot Topic because they also had Death Cab shirts.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but anyway,
Spencer's was
regardless,
like
both
if you
of them
want
had the studded belts.
insane clown posse merchandise.
That's
That was
true.
too scary.
Well, see, I went to Spencer's because you could get the weird like lightning ball orb things,
the
You,
Vandergraaf
touch
machine.
and- Sure, let's use the technical term. Mr.
Sorry.
Mr. Scarlet Pimpernel.
I was gonna do the Pimpernel riff, but Josh,
Listen,
I'll let you.
I thought everyone knew it was called a Vandergraaf machine.
Yeah,
Totally.
everybody.
Really?
I
Totally
always
does.
call it.
Really? Oh, okay. Jammers, shout out if you knew it was called a Vandergraaf machine, or if this is just my dance cards full again. If it's another Wimple
Yes,
situation.
it is.
Yeah, man, you win the bingo game today. No, so I did have a brief season where I was like, I think I'm emo, guys, and then I
But
was
you're
like, oh
so
wait, no,
not.
I'm just
You're
an
so
Enneagram 4.
Yeah, you're so not. emo.
And that doesn't make me emo because those are two different things.
right.
But there was like a sweet spot where those things did like cross, and it was
Yeah.
probably a little scary for like anybody around me.
Right.
But it was brief.
But you
yeah,
so
I mean,
like you can't be emo because you take too much responsibility for your own feelings and don't blame others.
I appreciate that, Reed.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That feels like a nice
It's like
read. And that's
anti-emo.
generous of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
Or
the
at least like this
feelings.
brand of emo.
I feel all of the same
Yes.
feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that Chris felt on these albums. I just do something different with them ultimately.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Screaming Infidelities, like I mean, I'm glad you brought up the fact that, the Swiss Army of it all, like the shared songs, because if I were gonna be an apologist, if I had like enough skin in the game about Dashboard to care, I would be like, no, guys, the Swiss Army versions are like unequivocally, objectively the best versions of those songs because those are just the ones that I'm familiar with. So I actually don't know this album much at all.
Huh.
I don't know it
Oh.
like
So that
much
was
at
like
all.
the only, like that was the main listening that you did to Dashboard was Swiss Army Romance.
And weirdly, Jamie.
Oh yeah.
Jamie was a moment from my high school. Like
Mm.
somebody played it for our talent show and like people lost
Was
their
that
minds.
on? Was it? That wasn't on So Impossible. Was that on the Drowning EP? What was that on?
I don't even know.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I
I just
remember
know this
that.
song. I don't even know what album or EP or anything. I
No.
just know that song was like it had a moment.
Yeah, I remember that because that was one. Yeah, you know what? It may not even be on an official release. I may have gotten that from like LimeWire
Oh heck yeah!
or like I
Yeah,
might have got
dude,
like
and
from
that's part of this
LiveJournal,
for me
like a
because
LiveJournal thing.
this
Yeah.
was like peak, like Napster, Kazaa, LimeWire days. And so like I couldn't tell you an album by Dashboard Confessional. The only reason I even know that the songs that I know are from Swiss Army and I also know Jamie and Vindicated are because of Spider-Man and my high
Spider-Man.
school and like Kazaa.
Yeah,
Those are the three reasons I know Dashboard Confessional.
I love that.
It was a weird time for music, you
Yeah,
guys. If
yeah.
you weren't
Oh,
there,
I know.
this probably sounds
Dawson,
like nonsense.
listen to your uncles,
But I'm
Dawson.
telling you, this is the way that we
Yeah.
learned about music. So I had Screaming Infidelities. I had, again, I go unnoticed.
Well, which versions?
And I think this is a
Which
forgery.
versions?
Also,
This
the
is a
Swiss
for-
Army version.
The Swiss Army. Okay, the fully
Yeah,
acoustic versions.
and
Yeah.
those were the only ones I knew. And then I think later I probably heard these versions.
Right.
But like, and Vindicated for obvious reasons, and Jamie because it was like people lost their minds at my high school
I
because
forgot
we
about
played it.
Jamie. Yeah.
And I was just like, this song's cool. And honestly, the other thing I would say, and like, I'll probably not speak again for the duration of this episode, but the other thing I'll say is like, in my mind, I actually have more memory and like sense memory and association with people I know and myself screaming these lyrics in a car or,
That's the
at
thing,
somebody's
man.
house or whatever than Chris Carrabba. Like I don't
Right.
actually associate a lot of these songs with
That's
him.
the thing.
It's more just like high schoolers being really, really emo and just
I
singing.
think.
Like,
I think,
wow.
especially the early records. I think that was Dashboard's superpower. I think that was
Yeah.
Chris's superpower. I think that's
fully
why
agree.
it hit it at a moment. If you hear it at a specific age, like it hits for that sort
And then I
of
was like-
communal sort of like emotional bloodletting, right? Like just like let it out. Sorry, that was a
Yep.
really gross
no,
way to
no,
say
I
it.
feel like it was
but-
very
I
accurate.
think that's a great description.
That's
yeah.
a great way to describe it. And like, and then I heard like, Arcade Fire and Bright Eyes, and I was like, oh wait, no, this is how I do that same thing. Like,
Mm.
the Killers. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is how I emote in the way that feels a little more in line with what y'all described earlier.
Yeah.
So that duration was brief and it was powerful and it was probably a little scary from the outside looking in. And then it was over.
And then it was over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Nikki
sense to
FM.
me. Oh yeah.
You
We should
know,
cover
I
Hawthorne
just,
Heights
like,
for the next
I had these
SJN.
touch points for my like brief
Outside
emo
of
phase.
your window.
With my radio.
Josh, do you fuck with Hawthorne Heights?
No, I don't know
Oh, that
as
would
much
be
as I
fun.
should.
Yeah. The silence in black and
It'd
white.
be interesting to get Josh's take on.
Honestly,
that
we
album.
might be able to get JT on the show. I feel like I could get JT, the lead singer of Hawthorne
All right.
Heights.
Let's do it.
I
Okay,
heard it
cool.
first here.
So before we take a break for our pajamas, so this is going to be a quick little plug. If you're listening to this on the main feed, after this next little bit, that's going to be all you get, unfortunately. But if you would like to join us at our Patreon at patreon.com/churchjamesnowpodcast, we're going to go through track by track and talk about the album. So before we do that, before we end this part, let's do our flop or bop predictions. Can I continue something that I started the last recording, and can I predict y'all's predictions and verdicts?
Please.
Sure.
That sounds awesome.
Okay. I think this is just going to be bops all around for Josh. I think it's like the right based on your introduction to Dashboard and things like that. I don't think this is even probably, well, I don't know. It's not your favorite Dashboard, but I think you're going to.
My favorite Dashboard.
What?
Is
it
my favorite Dashboard?
What is your favorite Dashboard?
Yeah, as if it's not this.
Man, I don't know. Maybe Mark a Mission, A Brand of Scar, or Dusk in Summer. Are you going to be one of the weirdo? Are you going to be like an Alter the Ending guy? I don't know.
Okay.
I
You
don't
have to answer
know.
now. I was
Okay,
just
I don't know,
curious
but
if
I
you
don't
didn't
think this is
say
your
so.
favorite Dashboard, but I think you're
Okay.
going to enjoy it. Bops all around.
I think
TJ,
you're still speaking English. I'm not sure.
TJ, I think you would predict a sort of like nostalgia bop. I think based on the songs that you know, but I think simply based on the lyrical nature of this specific type of emo music. And I think, like, to go back to what I said earlier, I think personal responsibility is like a big thing for you. And I think that a lot of this album is sort of just placing blame on someone else who doesn't really get to have a say. And I think that you're going to bump up against that quite a bit. And so I'm predicting.
To be fair, not as much as like other emo at
True.
the time.
True.
Not
It's no,
nearly
like,
as much, but still
Jude Law and a
still
Semester
too much
Abroad.
for TJ though.
Yeah, I still think it's going to be
still too much for TJ. But
I think it's going to be too much blaming someone else without giving them a chance to have a voice, which is something I want to talk about once we get into the record. So I'm predicting a flop for TJ.
All right.
Okay. Me, I would have predicted a bop because this album inspired my entire 25-year musical journey. So what do you guys actually predict?
Yep, you nailed it. I would say Bob.
Yeah, I don't know if I had a strong nostalgia bot prediction in me, but I did have like some nostalgia power for sure. Mostly because of that Jamie moment in high school, which I know has nothing to do with this album.
Right.
But like on principle, that
Right.
was like kind of
Yeah.
a big force behind me thinking like, oh, there's some nostalgia bop in there. So
Sweet.
yeah, good,
All right.
good predictions.
Well, we're going to take a quick break for our pajamas. Once again, if you're on the main feed, I'm so sorry. This is going to be the end of our journey together. But you can join us at our Patreon at patreon.com/ChurchJamesNowPodcast as we continue to talk about
We'd
the
love to have
places you have come to fear the most by Mr. Dashboard Confessional. We'll see if I've got TJ pegged or not. Let's see.
Yep. Let's find out.
TBD.
All right. TJ, how's your chartreuse fork?
It's great, man. How's yours?
Mine's great. Hey, guess what? Did you know that our forks are twins?
Yeah. How cool is that?
Speaking of twin forks, did you know that there is an Americana band started by Mr. Dashboard himself, Chris Caraba, called Twin Forks?
I 100% did not know that until we started recording this episode.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Did you know you can also buy the self-titled Twin Forks CD from colliderecords.com?
Not until now,
Okay.
but I'm so excited.
Let me give you another fun fact. Friend of the
my
show,
goodness.
Jonathan Clark, who came on volume,
early
30?
20 something maybe?
22?
Yeah.
I want to say
Something like
We love
early
that guy.
20s. Produced, mixed, and played on this album, Twin Forks.
Well, I bet it rules.
It's so good.
He slaps a mean bass among many. I mean, what can he do production wise? But
He
his
also-
bass playing is
yeah.
exquisite as well.
If you've gone through the entire Dashboard Confessional discography and you're just wanting some more, like you're wanting a little more like upbeat folk Americana. Maybe Mumford didn't have enough sons.
There
You should
Right,
check
yeah.
out the self-titled Twin Forks CD, which is on sale at colliderrecords.com. But guess what? You don't have to buy it full price.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell
Guess
me more,
what?
Kylan.
We have a discount code. It's a secret. Listen,
Ooh.
listen.
Okay. Just
Listen.
me right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
come in
just
close.
tell me.
Come
Just
in
tell me.
close. No. Listen, come in close. If you use our promo code Church Jams Now at checkout, you'll get 20% off your entire purchase. 20, not 10, not 15, not 17, not 18, not 19, not 19.5, 20% off your first purchase at colliderrecords.com. You can buy the Twin Forks CD plus whatever else you want to buy. If you use our
Twin Peaks soundtrack.
Yeah, maybe that as well.
maybe that. I
This is
don't know if
speaking of
they
me,
have that.
Kylan, because I did have this CD back in the day when it came out, but
And
I
you
don't
got
think
rid
I
of it,
have it
right?
anymore. I don't think I have it anymore. And let me tell you, I would love to have it on CD because my two favorite songs on this are "Plans" and "Who's Looking Out." And
Yeah.
it would be so great to
Dude.
spin those on CD again.
They're so good.
I
All
might have to
right.
pick it up from Collide Records.
All
There
right,
you go.
guys. Well, if you go to colliderrecords.com, you can buy that Twin Forks CD plus whatever else. Fill up your cart, use your fingers, and get 20% off your first purchase if you use promo code ChurchJamesNow
At checkout.
at checkout. Back to the show. Dun-dun.
The end.
The end. Is that how I end most of the ads? Do I just say the
I
end?
think it is. All right, thanks for listening to Church Jams Now. If you liked the show, please consider leaving us a rating or a review. It really helps, and we might even read your review on the show. You can also join our Patreon at patreon.com/churchjamsnowpodcast. Tiers start at $5 per month for tons of bonus content, but you can even join for free to get access to our discussion boards, cast your vote on future episodes, and more. Peace out, Montfrères.